There is one social media post that your church needs to make every single week. This post is incredibly impactful in bringing people through the doors of your church for your weekly worship service, and it's something that I think every church should be doing. In this episode, I'll share what that post is and why it's so effective. Hello again, I'm Larry Witzel with Ministry Insights from SermonView. I'm so grateful to spend a few minutes with you. If it's your first time listening, just know how honored I am that you've chosen to check out the program. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe so you can stay up to date. If you've been following Ministry Insights for a while, you know that I'm passionate about engaging people through digital channels. In the United States today, nearly half of the average adult's waking hours are spent in the digital space. And when Jesus said to go into all the world, I believe he intended for us to go into the digital world as well. We need to go where the people are. And social media is a big part of that, with 3/4 of internet users regularly connecting through social media. In the last couple of episodes, I've shared research from my classmate, Dr. Kaylee Spillager, on the most effective ways a church can use social media. As I've been a part of the social media communication ministry at my own church, I stumbled into a posting recipe that was astonishing in how much it impacted attendance at my church. Now, ideally, you should be posting something on your church social media profile several times every week, which we talked about in previous episodes. But if you only make one post each week, this is the one to make. Now, my church meets on Saturday mornings, and one week I came early to bring my son before he had his driver's license. He was going to be helping with the video streaming ministry that morning. I got there about 3 hours before the worship service started, and I sat around listening to the band practice. Well, at one point, Kevin, the sound guy, was testing a mic, and he started saying silly stuff. So I decided to record him. I made a quick video, and here's what that video looks like.
Testing up the handheld.
Well, after I shot the video, I was feeling a little silly, so I posted it on my church's Facebook page with the caption, "Kevin getting the tech set up for worship this morning." I was shocked. People loved it. It got triple our typical engagement. But more than that, there were several people who came to church that morning that specifically mentioned the Facebook post as something that reminded them to come. Now, did that post persuade people to come to our church? No, of course not. But it landed early enough that people who saw it, that were thinking about coming, could still make it to church if they wanted to. It was just a simple reminder. Hey, we're here and we're having worship this morning. It was also a window into the life of the church, showing something interesting behind the scenes. More than that, it was reflective of the culture of our church. We have fun doing the serious work of ministry. Well, the following week, two of our tallest members were there early setting things up for church, so I got a picture of the two of them. And I posted it with the caption, "There's something in the water at Oasis." This one got 10 times our normal engagement. And again, I heard people at church talking about it. It was posted early enough that if someone saw it, they could still make it in time for the service. It reminded people, we're here. It was playful. It was true to our church culture. It showed both young and old together. It was truly a window into the life of our church, and it was really effective and engaging with the audience and encouraged them to participate in that week's church service. Now, research supports this. One study found that behind-the-scenes posts by a church are really effective at reducing uncertainty, and they received some of the highest engagement in likes and shares. These posts use an assumptive close strategy. We don't need to tell you to come to the event. We assume that you're already going to. This is just something that looks interesting, that reminds you, hey, we're here, and it's something that people will want to be a part of. The one social media post a church should make every week is a behind-the-scenes photo or video of people getting ready that morning for the service. Now, some specific shots to get include the band practicing, the tech team setting up, the hospitality team getting the coffee ready. If you have welcome signs out front, someone setting those up, a greeter at the door, someone getting the children's ministry room set up, youth hanging out, the pastor talking to somebody, people in the lobby talking with each other. Notice in these posts, you don't invite anybody to do anything. There's no call to action. You don't tell them, hey, come to church today. You don't even give them an address. If someone wants it, that's in the social media profile details along with service times. These are simply behind the scenes posts that are just a window into the life and culture of the church. In our busy world, where people can get sucked into doom scrolling on social media, getting a real-time post out there the morning of your worship service can intercept someone. It can wake them out of the haze and draw them into your community that morning. So be present online early when you still have an opportunity to impact their day. That's the post that you should put on social media every single week. Want to learn what the primary purpose of your church's social media posts should be? Well, give a listen to last week's episode on using social media to reduce your guests' uncertainty and help them feel more confident walking through your church doors. Pastor, I just want to say how much I appreciate the way that you serve your church and your community. You are a gift from God. He has uniquely positioned you here in this church with your talents, with your story to fulfill His plan in this community. So take heart and be patient. God is doing something extraordinary in your life and ministry. You have a bigger impact than you realize. I love you guys. I'm cheering for you. I'll see you next time.